Afternoon. Okay, let's start. People are late today, or it's 4:35. Well, welcome one more time. Today is Tuesday, October 12th. So we're going to review what we did yesterday. Yes, let me ask you first how you are. Felix, how are you?
I'm fine, teacher.
Oh, good. What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday, I did my homework of my school and I
Mm-hmm.
dinner with my family.
You have dinner with your family? Okay, nice. Anything new you learn, Felix, this week? Maybe a word or something new? Anything? Maybe? Tell me.
Well, no, I don't.
No? Okay. What about you? Who did? What did you do this yesterday?
Okay, teacher. Well, yesterday after class, I tried to finish my homework. Then the about this English class, and in this morning, I work about something about my work.
Okay.
I tried to do it. Yes.
Okay, excellent. So that was your day yesterday. Well,
Yes.
if you remember, we were talking about money, who is a good money manager, how you save your money, how you handle expenses, bank accounts, money in general. There was a context, money. We were talking about this questionnaire. So remember, yes, no questions. We practice this vocabulary. And the grammar was report speech. We didn't finish this exercise yesterday about a marketed researcher. So we're going to do it today. Okay, please pay attention and listen. We discussed a picture yesterday, remember? We were guessing about what these people, John and his mom are talking about.
Page 89. 2. Building language. A. Listen. What did the market researcher...
I'm sorry. Close your books, please. No books. Felix, who did? Just let's see how well you can understand the conversation. Okay?
Page 89. 2. Building language. A. Listen. What did the market researcher ask John? Practice the conversation.
I was stopped by one of those market researchers today. She was doing a survey on money.
Really? What kind of things was she asking?
She wanted to know whether I was a spender or a saver and how I usually paid for things.
Did you tell her I pay for everything?
No. Anyway, then she asked me how many times I'd used a credit card in the past month. I told her I didn't have one, and the next thing I knew, she asked if I wanted to apply for one.
But you're only 18.
Well, I filled out the application anyway. The only thing is, she asked if a parent could sign it, so...
Okay. Let's listen one more time, please.
Page 89. 2. Building language. A. Listen. What?
I suggest you to write, to take notes, please. Hold on.
Suspender or a safe?
Page 89. 2. Building language. A. Listen. What did the market researcher ask John? Practice the conversation.
I was stopped by one of those market researchers today. She was doing a survey on money.
Really? What kind of things was she asking?
She wanted to know whether I was a spender or a saver and how I usually paid for things.
Did you tell her I pay for everything?
No. Anyway, then she asked me how many times I'd used a credit card in the past month. I told her I didn't have one. And the next thing I knew, she asked if I wanted to apply for one.
But you're only 18.
Well, I filled out the application anyway. The only thing is, she asked if a parent could sign it. So...
Okay, let's see. Felix, what did you get from the conversation? What do you understand?
Well, I understand the boy only have take many credit cards.
Only what is it? Repeat.
Only one take a credit card.
No, really? Okay, tell me what's the conversation about?
Is about the he talking with her mom and they talking about the credit card.
Yeah, pay attention from the beginning. Pay attention from the beginning, Felix, okay? One more time.
Page 89. 2. Building language. Listen. What did the market researcher ask John? Practice the conversation.
I was stopped by one of those market researchers today. She was doing a survey on money.
Really? What kind of things was she asking?
She wanted to know whether I was a spender or a saver and how I usually paid for things.
Did you tell her I pay for everything?
No. Anyway, then she asked me how many times I'd used a credit card in the past month. I told her I didn't have one. And the next thing I knew, she asked if I wanted to apply for one.
But you're only 18.
Well, I filled out the application anyway. The only thing is, she asked if a parent could sign it. So...
All right, now tell me, Felix, what do you get from this conversation? What happened?
Well, he is taught by one of those market research, and she, how do you say, pide? She pide.
Okay, try.
She asked if he wanted to apply for one credit card, for a credit card. So
Yeah.
she need the mom application.
He needs his mom to sign the application, right?
To sign the application.
Yeah, he wanted his mom to sign the application. Well, yeah, kind of, that's the idea. Excellent. Who did? What is the conversation about? What happened?
Okay, teacher, well, what I could hear was he's talking about a woman that she was doing a survey, and then she asked to him about how to, or the survey was about how to, if the person is a saver or a spender. So he asked so many questions, and then that person asked if he used a credit card, and then he filled the application. Teacher, sorry, but I can't hear you.
Your microphone, teacher.
Your microphone. Teacher, we can hear you.
I'm sorry. It's
Okay.
going to
Yes, teacher.
working here. Daniela, could you hear the audio or not?
No, teacher, I couldn't.
Okay, I think Daniela and Fernando are here. Please, I play one more time. I play the audio one more time, so please pay attention.
Page 89. 2. Building language. A. Listen. What did the market researcher ask John? Practice the conversation.
I was stopped by one of those market researchers today. She was doing a survey on money.
Really? What kind of things was she asking?
She wanted to know whether I was a spender or a saver and how I usually paid for things.
Did you tell her I pay for everything?
No. Anyway, then she asked me how many times I'd used a credit card in the past month. I told her I didn't have one. And the next thing I knew, she asked if I wanted to apply for one.
But you're only 18.
Well, I filled out the application anyway. The only thing is, she asked if a parent could sign it. So...
Okay, good. Let's see, Daniela, what do you get from the conversation? What it's about? What is it about?
It's about the guy did some market research for an application, and someone asked him some questions about the credit cards. He said that he applied for one the months ago. I don't remember well the month, 3, I think.
Yes, what was the quiz or the questionnaire about? The questionnaire.
It's about credit cards.
It was about money, right?
Money.
It was about money. Fernando, hello, Fernando.
Hi, teacher.
Okay, Fernando, good afternoon. You're here, good. Did you get the meaning of, or did you try to get the meaning of the conversation? What was it about?
I can understand about that. It was about making, trying to understand if he saves or he wastes money, somehow like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I understand.
Yeah, well, it was a questionnaire, a quiz about money. So
yeah.
He was spender or saver, right? Then she tried him to sign or to apply for a credit card, but he's a minor. A minor because he's 18 years old. So he needed a signature from an adult, her parent, her mom. Excellent.
Yeah. Sorry, teacher.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Let's practice. The question in this building language, it's, what did the market researcher ask John? Okay, can you read the instructions, please?
Yes, teacher.
Can you read the instructions here?
Yes, listen. Well, build language, listen. What did the market researcher ask John? Practice the conversation.
Okay, listen for the last time, please. Check the pronunciation on the words, and you have new words or new vocabulary in this conversation.
Page 89. 2. Building language. A. Listen. What did the market researcher ask John? Practice the conversation.
I was stopped by one of those market researchers today. She was doing a survey on money.
Really? What kind of things was she asking?
She wanted to know whether I was a spender or a saver and how I usually paid for things.
Did you tell her I pay for everything?
No. Anyway, then she asked me how many times I'd used a credit card in the past month. I told her I didn't have one, and the next thing I knew, she asked if I wanted to apply for one.
But you're only 18.
Well, I filled out the application anyway. The only thing is, she asked if a parent could sign it, so...
Yes, if you pay attention on this conversation, he's just repeating. John is trying to say what she said before. She wanted to know, for example here, she wanted to know whether I was a spender or a saver and how I usually paid for things. It's very similar to the other topic. So pay attention on the tenses of this. Okay, let's practice the conversation. Let's see, Felix, you're John, and Judith, your mother. Please.
Yes, teacher. I was stopped by one of those market research today. She was doing a survey on money.
Really? What kind of thing was she asking?
She wanted to know whether I was a spender or a saver and how I usually paid for things.
Did you tell her I pay for everything?
No. Anyway, then she asked me how many times I'd used a credit card in the past month. I told her I didn't have one. And the next thing I knew, she asked if I want to apply for one.
But you're only 18.
Well, I filled out the application anyway. The only thing is, she asked if a parent could sign it. So,
Teacher, we can hear you.
Sorry, it's a noise here. Felix is sign it. Here.
sign it.
No signet. Sign it. And remember to use stopped. No, I stopped. Okay. Stopped by one of those marketed researchers. Excellent. Let's see. Daniela. We have Daniela and Fernando. Fernando, you are, Daniela, you're John. Fernando, your mother, please.
I was stopped by one of those market researchers today. She was doing a survey on money.
Really? What kind of things was she asking?
She wanted to know whether I was a spender or a saver and how I usually pay for things.
Did you tell her I pay for everything?
Oh, no. Anyway, then she asked me how many times I'd used a credit card in the past month. I told her I didn't have one. And instant I knew she asked if I wanted to apply for one.
But you're only 18.
Well, I filled out the application anyway. The only thing is she asked if a parent could sign it, so...
Yeah, good, thank you. Remember, parent is singular, right? Parent is singular, parents. And this survey. Okay, good
Survey?
job. Survey.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, you have some questions here from 1 to 4 about the, how you reported the questions. How would John report these questions? Write sentences started with she asked me. Let's do it. Each one individually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you have 1 minute. Pay attention on the tenses. She asked me. Remember, you have yes or no questions. She asked me whether or she asked me if. Then try to use the subject, the right pronoun, and then the right tense. Remember, if you are present, then you change it to past. If you have past, you need to change it to past perfect, etc. Just let me know whenever you finish, please. Ready? Yes? Okay, Daniela, can you do number 1, please?
In the chat?
In the chat, please write your answer. Excellent. Read the direct question. Are you a regular saver?
Are you a regular saver? She asked me whether if I was a regular saver.
Okay, can you write it, please, on the chat?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, she asked me whether I was a regular saver. Yes, yes. Whether, the spelling of whether is W-H-E-T-H-E-R. Excellent. Okay.
Yes, teacher, sorry.
Number 2. Judith, do you have it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please. Read the sentence, the direct question, and then write on the chat your answer. Reported question.
Okay. You want a credit card? She asked me if I wanted a credit card.
Yes. Just write it on the chat, please.
Okay.
Yes, excellent. Good job. Number 3, Felix.
Yes, teacher.
Number 3.
How many times I read in the chat, right?
Yeah, you read the sentence here, number 3, and you write the answer on the chat.
How many times have you spent too much?
Yes. So you need to write in the chat your answer. She asked me. Okay. She asked me how many times. Okay, first asked me, yes, how many times you have present perfect, Felix. How many times have you spent too much? So she asked me how many times I had. Remember, have in this case is an auxiliary verb. How many times I had spent too much. So you just needed to use had. Yes, okay, good. Thank you. Number 4, Fernando.
I think it's she asked me if
Okay, can you read the direct speech? I mean, direct
yeah. Can you sign this form? And I think it's she asked me if whether I signed in.
Okay, say one more time.
She asked me if whether. Yeah, she asked me if whether.
You use if or whether.
Oh, okay.
It means the same.
Okay, so it can be. She asked me if I'm signed in.
What modal do you have here? You have can, right? Can change to. What is the past tense of this modal? Can.
Code?
Good. She asked whether I
could sign in. No, sign from this form.
Yeah, whether you could sign it. Try to write it on the chat, please.
All right.
You ask me. Whether.
She asked me, remember you can use if or whether. I think it's better to use if, it's easier. Okay, just waiting for the response on the chat. Okay, in this exercise, you have combined both. Remember, reported speech and reported questions. So you have both. So the key or the pattern is the same or similar. with the tenses. You have present, you change it to past, etc. Same with modal. For example, in this case, we have can. She asked me if you could sign this form.
Oh, true, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, you could sign for the someone who is signing. Okay, good job. Let's continue, please. Hold on. These are the answers. These are the answers from the last exercise. So you can take a look. She asked me, hold on, please. Okay, here is an extra note. Today we are going to learn how to report questions people have asked. That's what we are doing. Okay, remember the pattern is saying yes or no questions. Here, yes or no questions. The question within a statement in yes or no questions begins with if or whether. That's what I've been telling you. Researcher, are you a spender or a saver? She asked me if I was a spender or a saver. She asked me whether I was a spender or a saver. If or whether, right? Okay, I need someone to help me to read this, please. Let's see. Daniela, can you read here, please?
Information questions. The question within a statement in information questions begins with a question word. Researcher, how do you usually pay for things? She asked me how I usually pay for things.
Yeah, you see the tense changes. The verb, pay, paid. Okay. Let's read this part, please. Direct questions, reported questions. Okay, let's read one, like the last time, read one and one. Okay, I need Felix, you read the direct questions. And Fernando, you read the reported question. Please.
Yes, direct questions. The market research. Are you a spender or a saver? How do you usually pay for things?
I'm sorry, Felix.
How many?
Hold on. Yeah, I say, are you a spender or a saver? That's Felix. Then you go, Fernando. She asked me if I was a spender or a saver. Felix says, how do you pay for things? Fernando says, how I usually pay for things. Got it?
Okay.
One more time. Start.
Are you a spender or a saver?
She wanted to know if I was a spender or a saver.
How do you usually pay for things?
She asked me how I usually pay for things.
How many times have you used a credit card?
She wanted to know how many times I'd use a credit card.
Can one of your parents sign the application?
She asked me if one of my parents could sign it.
Yeah, sign it. Sign it.
Oh yeah, sign it. Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's not like a pause. Sign it. Sign it. Together.
Sign it. Yeah.
Yes. Good. So we are doing the same. We already know this. Hold on. All right, we have another exercise here. Let's do it, please. Okay, Judith, can you help me to read the instructions, please, on this exercise, if you don't mind?
Okay, teacher. Imagine the market researcher asks you these questions, right? Reported questions. Teacher, your microphone.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's because the garbage man is here again. Okay, Felix, can you read the common errors, please?
Yes, teacher. Use a statement word order in report questions. She asked how I usually pay for things. Not. She asked how did I use early pay for things.
Yes, that's the common error. She asks how I usually pay for things. No, she asks, did I usually pay for things? Let's do the exercise, please. Try to avoid these errors. Okay. We have the first example, number 1. What is your main source of income? She asked me what my main source of income was. Was is at the end, you see? Because it's not a question anymore. First is a question. What is your main source of income? And when you report it, this is not a question anymore. Okay, let's do from 2 to 8. Let's work together, please. You got 5 minutes. Work with your partner. Okay, guys, let's do it together, please. We have number 2. Let's ask. We have 1, 2. Let's see. Fernando, what do you have for number 2?
Number 2, you are relaxed. Wait, yeah. Are you relaxed about spending money? Spending money, I mean. And the answer can be she asked me if I'm relaxed about spending money.
If I'm
yeah, if I am relaxed about sending money, I think.
Well, here, if you pay attention, the tense is the same. Are, am. Same tense. Remember,
yeah.
When you have present, verb be changes to if you have present here in the direct question. Are you relaxed about spending money? Well, she asked me if it's very important to notice or to pay attention on the tenses. In this way, okay, who has a better answer? We're going to talk about the tenses here. Are you relaxed about spending money? She asked me. Let's see. Who was your partner, Fernando?
Who did?
Who did? What do you have in number 2?
Okay, teacher, number 2, I have, she asked me if I was relaxed about spending money.
I was relaxed. Yes. You see, here is verb be present.
Present. Past.
So you don't have the same answer. Why? You're supposed to share.
Oops.
You're a team. Yes? Make sure you are
yes,
correct.
teacher.
Compare. Okay, number 3. Felix.
She asked me if I usually pay in cash.
Okay, sorry.
I pay.
Your microphone. Oh, I'm sorry, Gameli. Okay, read the direct question, Felix, first.
Do you usually pay in cash, or you often charge things to a credit
Una nada
card?
más, Manuel. Trae la otra.
Sorry, Gameli. Hello, Gameli. Hello. Well, I'm gonna close her microphone. Okay, Felix, what's your answer? Number 3.
She asked me if I usually pay in cash or I usually pay things in credit card.
Oh, okay. If I usually
or in a credit card.
Or if, sorry, that would be here.
Or if I paid in credit card to a credit card.
If I often, you have often. You're not supposed to leave any word out. If I often charged. You need to change the tense to. things to a credit card. You see, all of them changes in tenses like pay, paid, charge, charge. Maybe the sound is just a little bit, not too much, but it changes. Okay, good. Okay, Daniela, number 4.
She asked me if I stick it to a monthly budget.
Okay, say one more time. Read the direct question.
Okay, can you stick to a monthly budget?
Okay, can you stick to a monthly budget?
Budget, okay.
Yes.
She in report speech, she asked me if I stick it to a monthly budget.
Yeah, what is your model? Can. Where do you leave the model can? Remember, can changes.
Could.
Okay. Now you need to include in the sentence. Try one more time.
Oh, okay. So she asked me if I could stick it to a monthly budget.
Yes, excellent. If I could. Excellent. Number 5. Felix. Number
yes,
5.
teacher. Number 5.
Read the direct question and then you answer.
Okay. Have you taken anything back to a store recently? She asked me if I had taken anything back to a store recently.
Yeah, recently. Recently. Yeah, if I had taken anything back, right, to a store recently. Okay, number 6, Fernando.
She asked me if I wait. Oh, it's the number 6. Yeah. She asked me how. No. Yeah. How many times? Had I borrowed money?
Had I?
Yeah.
No.
Or have I?
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? The subject and the auxiliary. How did they go? The position.
The how?
Okay. She asked me how many times
had.
Remember, when it's a question, first is the auxiliary, right? How many questions have you borrowed money from friends or family? Then when you convert this to a reported question, how many times? She asked me how many times I had borrowed.
Yeah, I had borrowed.
I is the subject, goes first. I had borrowed.
Oh, so, yeah, it's first the I.
Yeah, that's what I told you. You did.
Yeah. So it's gonna, yeah, the answer is how many times I had borrowed.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Of course it's true. Just kidding. How many times I had borrowed. Excellent. Gameli, are you there, Gameli?
Yes, sorry, I couldn't control my microphone and my sound. Okay, number 7.
Yes, number 7.
How much money can you spend on trips each month?
Yes.
How much money could you spend on treats each month?
Okay. First, you need to. She asked me how much money.
How much money could I spend on treats each month?
The same like the last time, like number 6. The position of can goes after the subject.
Okay.
I could.
How much I could?
Yes.
I could spend?
Normally when it's very common when you're having a conversation and you are trying to repeat what the other person said. You always do the auxiliary, in this case, the modal, and then the subject, right? Because it's a question. But when you're repeating, you change the subject to the first position and the modal or the auxiliary to the second position. So you have to practice this. That's for everybody. That's a common mistake. So she asked me how much money I could spend.
Okay.
Because she's asking me. She asked me, right? Me, you. If you say you, the response is gonna be I. How much money I could spend on treats each month. But you need to pay attention, all of you, on the subject and the modal. When it's a question, the modal or auxiliary goes first, and then the subject, like here, like here. These are similar examples, right? They are asking about you, so the answer is I, right? Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Number 8. Daniela?
Do you have any loans? Or are you paying them off as soon as you can? I had any loans?
Okay.
She asked me if I had any loans.
Yes. If I had any loans.
And I was paying them off as soon as I could.
Yes, it was paying them off as soon, excellent, as soon as I could. Because you have can, right? Excellent. Okay, questions about this exercise?
Me,
Question?
teacher.
Yes.
If we have a question, but yes, no questions with a model, we need to change the model in the past.
Yes, into the past. Remember
Okay.
those past, you know those, like can, could, will, would, must, should, right? May, might. These are some of them. You have also shall, that should be should. That's for future. But most of them present and past. Every model has an equivalent in the past tense.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Questions? All right, any other questions?
Teacher, what about this word weather? How can I use it or when can I use it?
Oh, it does depends how you want. I mean, it's up to you. You can use either one.
Okay.
But it's most common is if.
If, okay.
Weather is a little bit more formal. Few people use weather, like, I mean, if you want to be very formal like letters and written expressions, use whether, right? Sounds a little bit more, you know, educated, more, not educated. Sounds better in written, in letters.
Okay.
Kind of
So
polite.
Yes, something like that, whether.
So it's similar to if, right?
It means the same.
Okay, okay. It's the same, right? Thank you.
These are the same answers. Okay, just do your homework from this lesson. Page 89, practice the conversation, please. On page 148, lesson B, reported questions. Okay. So no more questions, Felix?
Yeah, teacher. For example, we can use she wanted to know and she asked me, or it's like it depends.
No, both are the same.
Yeah.
I mean, they mean the same. She asked me, if it's a question, right?
Yeah.
Reported question, she asked me, or she wanted to know.
Okay.
Oh, you can use either one. You can even say, she told me.
Oh,
right?
yes, she told me.
She said.
Okay.
Any other questions? I want to talk to you about the certification you have to take. Let's see, maybe in a month. That's Oxford certification. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me give you the right number of questions. Well, in these certifications, you're going to try to look for a B1 level. But when you have to choose, you're going to have not a training, but the Mr. Chavez is coming in one of these before you take the exam. So you have a better understanding what to do. But let me try to give you the information. When you try, because the exam asks you about the level. So remember we have A1, A2, you're not looking for those. We have B1, B2, C1, and C2. So we're not looking for this because you have A1 and you have A2. So your next goal is to be here or here. I mean, it would be amazing if you could see a C1 level, but that's higher, much higher. So I think that the exam says, choose a level for me. Choose a level for me. So it tells you a general answer. For example, if you choose B1, it has to be for this level specific. So if they choose a level for you, it could be for anything. So you can have A2, maybe. If you think you don't have enough knowledge about the English, but if you are too good, you are excellent, you can have a B2. So choose the level for me would be the option.
Teacher, is the test gonna be on by internet or, I mean.
Yeah, it's online. It's online. It's like similar to the exams we do every 3 units. But in this one, well, you have 45 questions. I mean, we send you the link and you type all the information. In these 45 questions, you have 30 about general knowledge, like for example, grammar, structure. When I say grammar, I talk about prepositions, adverbs, verbs, tenses, etc. And then you have 15 questions or listening comprehension. So you have only 2 skills now in this kind of a certification. Two skills. This is for this Oxford certification, right? You have only 1 hour, 20 minutes. It means you cannot have more than that. That would be 90 minutes total. For example, if you don't finish on time, let's see, you had 85 minutes doing the test, okay? And you still have like 10 questions. Try to do it fast, because if you don't finish on time, the system won't save all the answers and you will lose everything. Remember, this first exam is free for you because you are in school. If you need to take one more time because you lose your answers, you need to pay. You need to pay to the university, not to the school. Yes? So what you have to do is to answer those questions in 1 hour, 20 minutes. So I think that's good enough, because we usually have these exams every 3 units and you use between 40 to 50 minutes. So I think you won't have any problems. So you might have it after between unit 10 and 11, maybe at 11 in the middle, you know, when we finish lesson A and B, because we need to send we need to print the certifications and the diplomas, etc. Okay, so it's the same. You just need to add your name, your email, and then you start doing the test. It's the same. No, I think there's no problem for that. Questions? I hope you're ready for the certification. For this certification, after that, you can take the TOEFL if you want. I am one of the teachers with the TOEFL, so I can help you with that. We have the CENI. Well, CENI, if you want to work for SEB or something, it's for teachers. But for students, usually it's TOEFL or IELTS, either one. Okay?
Yes, I'm ready. No, you know, a few weeks ago, I took the person certification, but it was horrible.
Why?
Because I started the test with an upper level. So they give you just 20 minutes and it's around 80 questions. So a lot of questions, it makes me crazy. So
20
yes.
80 questions?
20 minutes and 80 questions. So I got a 2 for that test. I got frustrated. So I was kind of disappointed about myself with that result.
With the results?
Yes. So I'm scared about the test, teacher.
I mean, it's too short because, as I tell you, I usually help students to have the TOEFL, right? You have some skills to answer the test or the exams in a faster way. Try not to read everything. Same with the structure. Pay attention on tenses, on verbs, preposition to see what's wrong. So we might take some. I was planning to on you having training like for TOEFL, you know, like test your listening skills, see how good you are with the listening comprehension. The same with the reading, just for diagnostic, you know, to see how you are in those skills. If you pass the TOEFL, well, that's good. So you're ready for everything. Because TOEFL is one of the most challenges exams. Besides, I think it's Delta. Delta is also hard. Well, I haven't taken the Delta so far or yet. Any other questions?
Teacher, or it's okay.
All right. Let's see. So there was. Hold on. Okay, our next lesson is about something special. I love this topic. Well, I love all these topics. Happiness. We are going to talk about happiness. Okay, give me your definition of happiness, Daniela. In your words.
Happiness is when pass a good time with someone that is important for you. When you are happy, when you enjoy the moment. And what else? I don't know. And you're happy.
You're happy. Well, that's happiness. Yes, we're going to, that's the context in this lesson. Okay, unit 9, lesson C, reporting the content of a conversation. Okay, let's see. Judith, what does it mean? What does happiness mean to you? How can you describe happiness in words?
Okay, teacher. Happiness for me is when you can smile, is when you can see the life better, when you can have the freedom to do something.
Okay, excellent. Felix, give me your concept of happiness. What do you think happiness is?
Well, happiness, it is how much do you something that you like and that you like with someone you are comfortable with. I think.
Yeah, when you're comfortable, not comfortable, comfortable. That could be happiness, yes. We have different definitions or concepts about what happiness is. Fernando.
Yeah, I think it's when you're enjoying a moment and you're feeling, great. That can be like happiness when you really don't feel sad, probably.
Yeah, of course, when you're not sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Remember, everybody has see the happiness in different forms. You're happy with something material. We were talking about material world. You're happy, so that's okay. Maybe you're happy in your job. Maybe you don't make too much money, but you're happy. You're happy with your family, with your kids, where you live. Why? Because you're alive. You have health, you have a job, you have a roof, you have food. Your inner, it's, you know, you feel good. You feel that energy with people. I don't know, Gameli. I don't know if I ask you.
No, happiness is the opposite of sadness. So for me, is the state when you feel free, when you feel relaxed, when you are comfortable with the person who you are and the things what you have. And besides, I think that it makes you every time to smile, to feel like that you are feeling so happy with yourself.
Yes, right, excellent. Okay, Gameli, what makes you happy? Give me just two things. What makes you happy?
Saturdays and Sundays.
The weekend.
No, my family, my probably when, you know, one of the things that I really love is my career. It's not being a teacher. My first career is I studied management. So when I practice the management or I teach management, for example, now with my sister business, I put in on practice my knowledge. So for me, that is happiness because I feel so like a fish on the water. I don't know how can I say that expression in English, but I feel like that.
Yeah, it's very similar what I do. Well, what I used to do, I don't do anymore. So I should go back because I was a dancer. And then I start teaching dance. So I feel like, you know, I am a different person. I am introvert sometimes an extrovert. But when I do dancing, my personality is different. Why? Because I enjoy the music. I like it, you know, but dance is like life for me. Besides teaching, you know, it's different. It's different. But everybody, you know, something that makes you happy. I would say that dance. Okay, good. Fernando, what makes you happy?
Well, three things. So
you have some pictures here, so you can.
Oh,
gives you an idea what makes you happy. I mean,
okay.
Funny here, okay?
Yeah.
Tell me, what makes you happy?
Well, none in the picture, so.
No, it's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, three things that makes me happy is, you know, play the, you know, sing or play some instruments, you know, something that's with the music, and playing soccer. And the last one is finishing all my homeworks. That's like happiness that I feel.
Makes you happy. Well, that makes you satisfied, not happy. But anyway, yeah, it would be happy. Happiness.
Yeah. Okay.
That you have done what you have to do. All right. What about you, Felix? What makes you happy?
Well, I think they play things, play video games or anything.
Yeah, well, playing video games makes you happy. Okay, that's fine. Remember, we have all different concepts. Judith, what makes you happy?
Okay, teacher, and I think that when I see my family smiling and when I wake up in the morning and I can open my eyes and I say, wow, I'm still alive, you know, in this moment. And when I see around the world, all the stuff that happened, and I see, wow, I'm still alive. And when I go out to visit some places, that made me happy too.
Yeah, that's true, and that's one of the things that we must be grateful, right? That we are alive and we have health in this world. Excellent,
Yes.
Daniela. Good, thank you, Daniela. What do you think about this question? What makes you happy?
My family, especially when we spend time in we having a dinner and having conversation or something like that. And when I go out with my boyfriend and buy some gorditas and drink jolly and sing some songs and watch a movie with my father, because my father is not a is not is he doesn't spend a lot of time with me, and we have a time and we enjoy telling with him. And I think it's is those activities.
Yes, moments,
Yeah,
right? Sometimes moments are the most precious things we have. Moments with your loved ones, with your family. Why?
especially with the family. Yeah.
So remember I told you when we were talking about money. I mean, those moments you cannot buy those moments, especially with your family, with your dad, your mom, or whoever in your family. All right, let's see. Yes, we are done for today. It's, well, we will continue tomorrow talking about this.
Yes, teacher.
We have more about this money and happiness. So that's the context in this lesson. Okay, so this is what we are learning. Okay, we will continue tomorrow, same time. Any questions, guys?
No, teacher.
No, teacher, no.
Thank you so much. See you tomorrow, same time. Okay, have a wonderful
See
evening.
you.
Thank
See you,
you.
teacher.
See you. Bye-bye.